welcome back to my YouTube channel. Y'all, I am so blessed and honored that you have come back once again. And today I wanted to talk about embracing the now, okay? I think that in life we get so carried away about, what we want in life, or where we want to be emotionally, where we want to be, in relationships, where we want to be career-wise. But I think there's such a beauty in embracing the now and learning to be content on where you are right now and embracing whatever feelings that comes with your now. Because you got to know that if you're in a season of sadness, if you're in a season of sorrow, know that there's a purpose in that. There's character built in these seasons, right? If you're in a season of even if you're in a season of happiness, but you desire more, learn to be content on where you are. And that goes hand in hand with celebrating your wins and celebrating your small wins, because when you start to celebrate your small wins, you'll be able to appreciate and be happy on where you are. And yes, it's awesome and so amazing to be ambitious, because I'm a very ambitious person. But I feel like for me, having gratitude for where I am and how far I've come, that has truly helped me to just become an all-around more happy person. One thing that has truly helped me in the season of just embracing my now is literally stop having that scenario of what if in your head. Because if you're always asking yourself what if on certain situations, whatever happened, and you're like, well, what if this happened? Or what if it could have went this way? You have to stop thinking like that. Saying what if is literally like scissors to a rope, and the rope is to your growth. And so if you continue to say what if, you're literally questioning God's plan for your life. And I just feel if you always question why it happened, you'll never look forward to what can come out of what happened. You can never look at the future in a more positive light, because you're always looking back. So we have to stop looking back and just embrace the now and be okay with whatever happened. Be okay with losing your job. Be okay with getting out of a breakup. Be okay with the now, because know that it's for a purpose. Another thing that has truly helped me, y'all, I've told y'all before, I go on walks a lot with my dog. Sometimes I'll go to a flower garden and walk around. Y'all, nature really grounds you. I feel like people think that it's a cliche thing to say, but I just think when you go in nature and you ground yourself, you literally can see all the things that God has created right in front of you. There's beauty in nature. There's beauty in being grounded. There's beauty in just appreciating the small things. Why do you think certain therapists, my therapist told me to collect rocks? First I was like, girl, what? But then I understood it's just you're teaching yourself to appreciate the small things. And eventually, if I was to collect rocks, I would be intrigued on every rock I see. And you see how that small little thing became such a beautiful thing. So it's just learning, y'all, to embrace the small things in life, the small interactions, the small little conversations with the old man you see in a grocery store. Just embracing the small things in life, because that is where the most beauty is. And that is where you can learn to just have gratitude and just be happy for where you are. Because people have it bad. People have it worse than you. And I know I'm not invalidating where you are, but you have to understand that things could be worse. Things could be worse. And even if they are worse, even with people who are in worse conditions, that might be a part of their story for what God has planned for them. And y'all, you have to really reflect back on times where times was hard. Reflect back on times where you was really down, and then think about when you got back, you got back to yourself, you got back happy, you got back to the flow of things, and then realize and understand the purpose that was in that. Did you ever reflect back and be like, you know what? I probably went through that because of this. I needed to go through that to prepare me for this career, to prepare me for this relationship, to prepare me to heal, so God could wake me up, so God could get me to see things in a different light. A lot of things we go through is for a purpose. So learn to reflect back on those things and be like, you know what? I needed that to happen, you know, and embracing where you are and embracing the now, because you got to understand that every season is for a purpose. Y'all, as hard-headed as I am, I am a person that really likes stability, y'all. Like, that's just my thing. I like security. But you know, y'all, this phase of my life has taught me to embrace uncertainty. Embrace the unknown. Life is going to throw curveballs. You might think you have it all figured out. You might think you have it all figured out with your career. You might think you have it all figured out where you want to live. You think you got your whole life set on how you want to live your life. And then God be like, and throw something at you. And you be like, I didn't see this coming. I didn't think my life would be like this. I didn't think that I would live here. And I hear so many stories, even like, you know, very successful people. Like, I didn't know my life would be like this. I had a whole different plan for my life. And I think that's why I say it's so important to embrace it now, because you just don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what God has planned for your life. And the best thing that we can do is definitely have a plan, but don't idolize that plan so much to the point where you're not receptive to what God is trying to tell you, or what God is trying to show you, or what God has placed in your life that is actually for you. You don't want to miss out on your blessing and miss out on your true plan for your life because you're being stubborn and not paying attention to the signs that God is showing you that is actually the route to the life that He has planned for you. So embrace the unknown, embrace not knowing your next step, you know, and pray about it. But yeah, y'all, I just wanted to make this short video before I went to go run some errands, because I was just like, y'all, it's so important that we just learn to have gratitude. Learn to be optimistic about life, because if you are always looking forward or looking back, then you will always be unhappy on where you are. You will never appreciate those small wins. You will never appreciate, you know, just the small things in life that actually mean the most. You know, spend time with your family, you know, spend time with your loved ones. Like, those are the things that mean the most. Yes, we all want to win. Yes, we all want to be successful. I know I do, but I'm not going to idolize that. And I'm not going to make that a focal point in my life to where I don't appreciate where I am. I will not put it on a pedestal to where I forget who I am, you know? And I feel like when you reach the point where you have gratitude, I feel like that just goes hand in hand with humility and being humble. And so that God can prepare you for what is actually going to happen in your life. If you're always looking forward and you're always trying to push, you'll never appreciate the things and the blessings that you come across. So sit back, relax, reflect back on your blessings, reflect back on all that God has done for you. Oh, y'all, reflect back on the woman that you used to be and the woman that you are now, and have gratitude for that. Girl, you came a long way, sis. You came a long way, and you know you have. You've grown in a lot of areas. And that's something to be proud of now. That's something to embrace now. But anyways, y'all, that's really all that I wanted to say. You know, I was in the shower and I literally just thought about that. And I was just like, you know what? That's something that God just put in me to share, because I feel like we, especially in this world, we're always just trying to go and get. But there is beauty in stillness. There is beauty in embracing the now. There is beauty in embracing your present moment. And it just makes life more enjoyable. But I love y'all, and I thank y'all for continuing to watch my channel. Make sure you send this to a homegirl who needs to hear this. And make sure you like and subscribe. And I love y'all, and I will be back. And feel free to comment on things that you want me to talk about. But, yeah, I'm about to go to Trader Joe's. Okay, bye.